Like I say, the biggest thing is that I said that there was gold underwater. And I said that I had lost a lot of ships and that they were down there. And they had gold on them. Well, I mean, I had known about at least two or three of my own ships that I had lost that had gold, like I say, the Great American. Originally, I was bringing gold from America in Europe all the way across to America over here, and I had lost that ship of gold. I had also lost quite a few other things like also blister steel loads and a couple other things. Like I said, a couple of blister steel loads and some other stuff. And so pig iron stuff like that and other stuff. I had lost quite a few ships over the years, and also there were. I also said that there were pyramids and cities underneath the water. They had had them down there a long time ago, and that after the flooding they had gotten flooded or something like that. Anyway, I was wondering where they were. So, like I say, I had people looking underwater. Well, I mean, technically, there used to be it used to be all ice, and the planet was frozen until we got the moon and stuff like that. And we thawed it all out. You know, I told the stories of basically how we used to have, we used to have the hot pools and stuff like that. Basically, we'd dig a deep mine down really deep, and then we would put water or ice down there, and it would warm up because the Earth is warm down there. Anyway, everyone knew that you dig down, you hit heat. Some people said, no, you hit ice down there. There's nothing but cold down there inside the deep. I was like, bullshit. That's not true at all. It's always been a problem with the heat when you get deep down inside the Earth. So, yeah, because I'd always had a problem. In fact, that's why my exoskeletons worked at 150,000 feet or 50,000 feet underneath the ground, because it was too hot for the humans. And my exoskeletons were cold-blooded or whatever, and able to deal with the heat quite happily. They could go up to about 250 degrees or so and be okay. Or 150 degrees anyway, and be okay in that environment. So anyway, and that's why I worked down at the deeper levels, and the humies worked from 3,000 on up, because past like 3,000 it gets a little too hot for them. Anyway, but that's Lucifer Star. Me. So anyway, and I said that there's cities under there, and there's gold under there, and there's actually quite a few profitable mines. There were some big big mines down there that I had going like a long time ago, but since it flooded, well, we couldn't get back to them because it's too deep down there and it's all kinds of water, and the only way to mine them would be to use underwater excavation equipment and stuff like that. So anyway, I think there were some I forget what it was, but there were some really good mines, lots of good minerals down there, and I had owned those mines, but can't get to them. So anyway, so that's why the American government, that's why I had my people I was like, well, if we can get down there, there's some really good stuff down there. There were some really big cities, like pyramids, stuff like that. You know, I told the story of how there are pyramids down there, and there's this big ice sheet above us and stuff like that. Anyway, and then like I say, there were quite a few wrecks of missing gold that were supposed to go to the American government, that were going to pay for some Panama, some canal or something like that, some project I was doing. And I lost the payment money because it had been lost in a storm. And at the time, they said, the crew stole it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, where are the crew? The crew aren't anywhere around. And my crew wouldn't do that. And some people blame me, said, oh, your crew ran off with it. It's like, no, my crew would not. White Star Line's crew would never run away with the money. We have been shipping gold. We have been shipping stuff for 100 years or 1,000 years, and not once has my crew ever stolen a load of gold. If my crew is missing, then they're down there with the ship. So, how dare you try and say that my crew would run off with the gold? So anyway, like I said, White Star Line's crew was honorable and good and perfect in every way. So anyway, I was really mad. I was like, how dare you? My crew would never do that. Anyway, because White Star Line's people are not thieves. They're paid really well, and basically, anyway, so So anyway, um, that's why the American government, that's why my people were always trying to get down there. And like I say, somewhere a long time ago, I had drunken divers. I was like, "Oh, that's just great. My divers are drunk," because they were saying, "Well, they're acting drunk." And like I say, it's actually a oxygen thing. And I told people that I was like, "Well, when you get down there, you start acting drunk for some strange reason," and basically it's oxygen narcosis thing or something like that where your body can't handle it, and they have to change the atmosphere or the type of stuff that you're breathing. And in fact, I was key in that too, because I said, well, humans don't. Maybe we can breathe something else that's like oxygen or something. I was discussing it with my people, and I was like, well, there are other things that you could breathe besides oxygen, and maybe they help. And I actually said, well, different type of gases have different size, whatever. So maybe you could try a different gas. Anyway, I kind of gave a couple of hints. I was like, well, I don't really know, but you could try this maybe. And so that's how they kind of started working on that general idea. Like I say, I'm just basically a layman. I'm not an expert anymore, but so I just gave my people some ideas as what to do as far as how to try to get down deep. And that's when they started working on it.